Bardic Inspiration is not only the greatest meme, but one of the most versatile perks in the entire game. To the untrained eye, it's simply a crappy gen rush perk, but to those who know how to use it, its abilities can hold a candle to any other in any category. Lucky for you, today's the day you're going to learn the small tricks that take this perk from a funny dud to a diamond in the rough. We're going to quickly go over the perk to showcase exactly how it works, so skip to the time on screen if you're already a knower. Also, quick disclaimer, I'm going to be calling it a guitar for this video. I know it's a lute, but guitar is just way more fun to say, and people know what I'm talking about when I say guitar. Anyway, Bardic Inspiration is an Ace-Tree Yazar teachable perk that lets you bust out a guitar and psych everybody up. Anybody nearby, both during and after your 6 solo, are given a bonus to their skill checks for 90 seconds. It's activated while standing still. Your perk icon will then roll a 20-sided dice and display its result as you pull a guitar out of thin fucking air. There are 4 different outcomes at this point based on your roll. If it's 11 or higher, you'll be rewarded with a 2% bonus. If it's 10 or lower, only 1%. If you roll a natural 20, it will be 3, and if you roll a natural 1, you will scream instead of pulling out your guitar. You can stop playing at any time just by moving, but finishing your performance out until the end makes its effects linger on you for 90 seconds, which also serves as its cooldown before it can be activated again. In addition, despite telling you nowhere in its description, it reveals your aura during your performance to other survivors. Now, let's get the biggest misconception out of the way first. Bardic Inspiration isn't just for generators, and it isn't just for memes. Its buffs are applied to healing skill checks as well. It just so happens when it comes to generators, it's essentially a slightly weaker version of the best generator perk, Prove Thyself. It can't quite go band for band, but considering generators aren't its entire purpose, it's hard to find anything to complain about. While it is indeed faster to just repair the generator for 15 seconds instead of plucking away, generators take at most 90 seconds to finish by yourself. With a good roll and a little bit of luck, you can make that 15 seconds back. By the time the generator's done, the perk will be ready to use again. It's kind of like gambling every time you get it on gen, except you do it for free, and you get to play guitar, which is a pretty sick gig if you ask me. Despite all that, just because Prove Thyself is better for generators, I've seen lots of people calling Bardic Inspiration completely useless. If you were to stop watching the video here, you might even think that. But lucky for both of us, we've only just scratched the surface of what this perk can really do. In addition to bonus skill check progress, it also reviews your aura while performing, to all survivors, with unlimited range. It's the only perk in the game that can reveal your aura to teammates with only the push of a button, no other conditions required. When used correctly, no other perk is better at bringing teammates to you, and it saves you time by not running around looking for them. Even Yoichi's perk, Empathic Connection, which is specifically meant to do that one thing, does it less consistently. Something about nobody wanting to miss a free show makes survivors flock to you like seagulls on food. Everybody's got FOMO these days, I swear. By waiting for specific moments throughout a trial, and knowing when your teammates are looking for something to do, you can very reliably lure other survivors to you with your song. Should anyone feel the need to, maybe repair a generator after? Well, that would just be swell, wouldn't it? Lastly, and possibly most importantly, is the effect it can have on killers. I've saved this for last because I'm still figuring out exactly how it works, and would love the help of everybody in the comments who's experienced similar effects. Without delaying any longer, Bardic Inspiration can be used to become completely invisible. Sometimes. I don't have enough data to confirm this is true, but I'd say about 60% of the time, it works every time. Look at these clips and tell me I'm not onto something. Rest assured, if I ever figure it out, you'll get another video showing exactly how, but until then, here's what I've got so far. The killer has to see you start playing the guitar. If they come across you playing it for someone else, they'll get jealous and they won't like it. If they're chasing somebody else nearby, playing the guitar can be seen as cheering the killer on and is usually a safe bet.
Hard performance indeed.
Avoid all insta-down killers, because the nice thing is if you aren't invisible, you can still escape when they hit you, but not with insta-downs. If you've looped the killer at any point, it's unlikely to work, not sure why. Also, fun little fact, you can play your guitar at the exit gate as long as the killer can't stop you from leaving. If you're hit while performing, you won't have a falling animation and will be able to crawl out instantly. Seduce is currently standing on my head. While we're talking tips, let's cover some others as well. You should never finish a performance with a roll under 11. Playing just long enough to see the roll loses you at most 3 seconds on bad rolls, which will be about half the time you roll it. When it comes to luring teammates, most survivors are looking for something to do right before they finish whatever they're currently doing. If you see teammates on a generator that's almost completed, that's the best time to start jamming. Ideally, they'll see you before it pops and won't even think. They'll just come right your way. Equally important is figuring out when survivors won't come to you. If they're on generators with low progress, it's unlikely they'll notice you as there's no notification, only your aura is revealed. If you know there's two survivors healing each other, waiting until the second heal begins is the best time to activate Bardic. These are by no means foolproof, but give it a chance and come up with your own strategies. I'd love to hear them. So by this point, if you're still unsure, let me leave you with this. No other perk in all of Dead by Daylight is as versatile as Bardic Inspiration. Normally perks are tied into either generators or healing. Very rarely is it both, and the few that do offer that don't offer any aura reading. It's like the old saying, a jack of all trades is a master of none, but still always better than a master of one. Would you rather a perk that does one thing really well, or three things pretty well? Choice seems pretty obvious to me, but it's up to you to decide. But anyways, guys, that's all from me this week. If you made it this far into the video, be sure to like and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow and justifies my blood point spending addiction. Until next time, take care out there in the fog.